Well, hello, viewing public. This is Paul, Father Paul, and making a video blog of my medical moments and the future. Today is Friday, in November the 15th, and I'm going to tell you a bit what happened and the current state of the game and the future. So on Monday, 2.5 weeks ago, I was in the kitchen and had dinner. It's about 7:45, and I noticed that my right hand was shaking. I thought, this is not good, so I'll call Bev. So I got my phone, and I'm left-handed, and I called Beverly, and when she picked up and I speak, no sound would come out of my mouth, which I thought, this is not good. So I went into the house and spoke to, I knocked on the door of Mark, our guest priest from Kenya, and I asked him to call Bev. So we came back to the kitchen, and as God would have it, Beverly had just pulled up outside. So she came in and saw me and my circumstances, so she gave me 2 aspirin and called 911 ambulance. So by half an hour later, we were admitted to Emory ER. I was in hospital for 2 days. I was discharged Wednesday afternoon, and so they did tests and included strength, MRI, various hooked up in many gadgets. So they determined they had a minor stroke, and was caused by my heart. I have irregular heartbeat, AFib, and they discerned that maybe a clot was thrown up into my brain because of the irregular heartbeat. So that is the diagnosis, and so I went home. I got referrals for therapy, so I began speech therapy and OT, occupational therapy, and PT, physical therapy, and possibly some cardiac therapy. So I'm going to get a lot of treatment, which is great. With the movement, my right hand, when I was discharged from the hospital, I couldn't hold it up and could move it. And now I can open it and close it. And I've had therapy days. I'm tired of having a little ball, moved it here and there. So that's good. I've got strength in my legs. There's only a moment, maybe 5% loss in the right side, which really is a balance issue. So my legs are strong, my posture is strong, I can walk, I can shower, getting on and off the commode, but the right hand each day is a little more swelling. The hands have full sensation on the hand. The right hand is slightly puffy in the hand, but I can feel it. It's the same temperature, which is a good thing. So I've had one session with AT in which she said, to do rehab, you got to do everything, and do as much as you can with the right hand. So turn a switch off and off, tap, tap, off and off, scratch yourself, use the right hand. That's the goal. And so you got me picking up pegs and a little tray with the right hand. Enormously tiring task, but we're doing it. With the speech person, they are working with me, and Dixon, mate, you might not actually notice any change, but learning to speak clearer and precise as I pronounce words. So they have me give me homework, which I'm doing, so that's good. And today I had a first session with the PT, physical therapist. So he had me walking, stepping, standing on leg, standing with eyes closed, bending over, standing up, walking opposite course. He did his preliminary assessment. He said, good body strength. He said, you've really, he said, you're 95% good, with that part of the residual effects of the stroke. So that's the work. They were scheduling for me to have 3 sessions per week with each of the 3 therapists. The PT guy said they go into the pool, so he's going to get me into the water so I can start strengthening my body so I can get back in the pool and swim. They said that at this point I can't obviously use the right arm, but potentially I can use a bless you, lady. I can use a kickboard, stuff. So I'm grateful that I actually have been swimming for 5 years. I normally swim 5 days a week for a minimum of 30 minutes time. So the body core strength is strong. That's great. Also with my health, I asked for and had an assessment for sleep apnea. So 4 weeks ago I got a machine called a CPAP, and I sleep with that on mask, not only like Darth Vader, and that's good. So I'm getting 8.5 to 10 hours sleep a night, but it's good sleep. So REM sleep, and my brain is fully oxygenated. So that's really good. So that's the kind of where we're at. Beverly and I are grateful for our friends here at St. Michael's and Angels, as well at St. Bart's. Folk are very kind, and I appreciate the well wishes and the cards. They're great. Thank you for that. So we feel that the love of our respective faith communities are holding us and praying for us, which is great. The prayer we trust in, and I and Beverly depend on God's grace, and God is dependable. So we are confident that we will each week continue in this journey. What we plan to do with the skill and love of Letty to post a weekly video blog. Hopefully the goal will be Fridays. This is the first one for the month. I'm not quite sure when they'll actually be posted. We have the parish webpage. We also have a parish Facebook, and maybe Nun Ross will put a link on the diocesan webpage, so people who ever know over the 19 years we have been here and the ministries that we have done outside immediate parishes, they can access the blog. So that's what we're going to do. It's a journey of a community. I realise it's hard for me at the moment be in church on Sundays. When I feel strong enough to be in church, we'll do what we can. I'm grateful for the wardens and their leadership of what we're doing. Bishop Rob is supportive of my journey. So that's what we're going to do. We're in a journey, and we commit our lives to God, and the Holy Spirit will lead us in wellness and fullness of life, of what's called Shalom. So, thank you, and see you next week.